Okay, so today I got a product review. The Sportsman gen1000i generator. I purchased this unit about a month ago now. I also purchased a second unit before this one, so I have two of these. They were so relatively cheap, and then I was very happy with it, so I went ahead and bought a second unit. This would be the second unit. 1000-watt surge, pure sine wave, 40cc engine. Features a single grounded outlet with 12-volt outlet, as well as a power switch for the engine and a economy throttle switch. All of the functions on the generator are very solid in my opinion. There's only one thing that I had trouble with, which was that after about 2 or 3 hours of running, the unit would start to surge and shut off. And I found that the fuel caps actually don't vent properly when they're on. If you look, if I can get this to focus, when I shut this cap, the whole top drops down and seals on a rubber gasket. When I open it, it rises up and then drops back down again and locks into open. Well, the problem is it drops too far down and actually stops the flow of gas. At least that's what I've had trouble with on my units. So basically the fix for that is to keep your fuel cap loose somewhat while you're running it, or to open it that is shut. I'm going to open it all the way till it clicks and then turn it slightly back, and you see how it lifts up. That will vent properly. So that's the only thing that I can really complain about as far as build quality and functionality. It's very quiet, very good running unit. I tore mine down and went through all the nuts and bolts and everything when I got it. Although I did break it in first without doing that, just to ensure that, initial quality, everything was all right, which it was. Besides the gas cap, that's the only thing, like I said, that I could complain about. I'm going to go ahead and take this unit outside and show you what it's like on a cold start. Okay, so I've got the unit outside here, out by my deck, so it's not going to be too loud, I don't think. In my opinion, it's extremely quiet. For the price, you can't really go wrong. Right now, I got an hour meter installed on this unit. Does not come factory. It's only got about 5-6 hours on it. I ran it an hour or two before I put that on. So first thing you need to do is fill your unit with oil and gas. Open up the gas cap on top to the open position. Go ahead and turn your fuel valve on and prime the primer bulb a couple times until you see that it is filled with gas, and then a couple times after to prime the carb. Go ahead and move your choke lever to choke. Turn the engine switch on, economy throttle off, and I'm going to set the phone on top of the generator and pull it. I'm going to give it one slow pull, get the oil up inside, and then one good pull. One more. Okay, so choke's still on slightly. Go ahead and give it a minute to warm up. I'm going to walk back just a couple feet here. Unit runs extremely quiet, very steady. Although, like I said with the fuel cap issue, it was running very erratic after about an hour, and it would shut off if I left it alone. And I'd come back and open the gas cap and I could hear the vacuum in the tank because it wasn't able to vent properly. So make sure, as a tip, just turn it slightly back. That's all the way open, just slightly back. I'm going to go ahead and turn the choke back to about half. Very quiet running unit. I put a couple dampening rubber pieces between each plastic side panel and the gas tank, which I found to quiet the unit down a lot. I'll probably make a further up video on that to show you how to do that yourself. before the plastic gas tank kind of rattled inside. It made it a lot louder than it needed to be. Go ahead and turn the choke all the way off. And the unit's still pretty cold, so I'm gonna leave it on full throttle for a minute. My other unit has about 40 hours on it, and it still starts right up and runs excellent. They start almost first full every time on a hot day. I mean, it's snowing right now, the wind's blowing, it's cold out in Ohio, so it took a couple times. Not much more that I can really say about the unit. Honestly, I wouldn't run anything more than 700 watts continuous, 700-800 continuous on this, just because it works itself pretty hard. Anything 500 watts and under, the RPMs don't really go over 3,000, so it's no big deal. Anything over 500 watts is when the engine really ramps up. I'll go ahead and put this on economy throttle. And idle down a little bit. This engine usually idles at about 2,000 RPM. It tries to maintain 2,000 RPM. I run 91 octane premium in mine with full synthetic oil. Alright, so I'll go ahead and go to the shutdown procedure. You want to shut the gas cap off first. If you're going to store the unit, shut the gas off before you shut the engine off, which is what I'm going to do. So I'll go ahead and turn the gas off. That runs the carburetor out, and then I'm going to shut the engine off and turn the economy throttle back off, and it's ready for storage. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm sure a couple people are going to want to know about the dampening that I put between the gas tank to quiet it down. That helps a ton, and I mean, it really does. I mean, it's not like it's going to make it drastically quieter, but it's going to make the unit sound a lot better when it runs. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and comment.